Hello everyone, welcome to the series of tips and tricks for exams, tests and quizzes questions at Mathegination, the channel where you can learn and fun. Our today's question is about how to sketch the graph of a straight line. So here our question is sketch the graph of a straight line given like this 4y minus 2x equals 8. Now let's see the solution, how we can do the sketching of a straight line. So you can see this line is a straight line, and how we can say any line is straight or not, we have to see the power of its variable. So here you can see we have two variables, x and y. Both x and y have power 1, i.e. their degree is 1, i.e. the power of y is 1, the power of x is 1. Since both the variable have degree 1, so we call this equation a straight line. Okay, now to make the graph of this line, we have to find first the intercepts of this equation. So our first step is to write our equation 4y minus 2x equals 8. Now, the first thing we have to do is to find the intercept. Finding the intercept of this line. So first of all, what we mean by intercepts? So intercepts mean the point. So the intercept is the point where line touches the axis. So we know that in a graph, in a two-dimensional graph, we have two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. So you can see that this is a simple simulation of a graph paper, and you can see that this axis is x-axis, this axis is minus x-axis, this axis is y-axis, and the blue one is minus 1. So the point where the line touches these axes, these points are called the intercepts. So let's see how we can find the intercepts of a straight line. So let's first find y-intercepts, i.e. we are going to find the point where our line cut on y-axis. So to find the y-intercept, we have to put x equals 0. So for the y-intercept, we have to take x equals 0 and put it in our equation. Now, when we put x equals 0 in our equation, so our equation is 4y minus 2x equals 8. So when we put x equals 0, so it becomes 4y minus 2 into 0 equals 8, which gives us the value of y. So 4y equals 8 and y equals 8 upon 4, which is 2. So it means when we put x equals 2, we got the value of y. When we put x equals 0, we got the value of y equals 2, right? So we put x equals 0 and we got, according to it, the value of y, which is 2. And this is for y-intercept. So it means we got one point where our line touches the y-axis. The point is, so in two dimension, we know every point has two coordinates, the x1 and the y1. So here the point here is 0, comma 2. So it represents x value, it represents y value. Okay, so now we are successfully find y-intercept. Let's see how to find now the x-intercept. So as you can guess, in the x-intercept, we have to take y equals to 0 and put this y equals to 0 in our equation. So our equation is 4y minus 2x equals 8. When we put y equals 0, so we got 4y minus 2x equals 8, which gives x equals 8 over minus 2, and the value of x becomes minus 4. So now we got another point from x-intercept, which is, now the point is 0 comma minus 4. So always remember, the first thing is represent x and the second value is represent y. Sorry, we make a small mistake. Here you can see actually the x is minus 4 and the y is 0. Okay, so we got another point. So always remember one thing, which is that whenever you have to draw the graph of a straight line, you need 2 points at least to draw a line. Since we have now 2 points, we can easily draw a graph of a straight line. So to draw a graph of a straight line, let's make the axis first, and from these two axes, let's make a graph. So you can see we have x-axis, the positive x-axis on the right hand side, and the negative x-axis on the left hand side. So here the values are on negative, and on the right hand side the values are positive. The middle point, we call it origin. Here x and y both are 0. On the top we have positive y-axis. Similarly, on below we have negative y-axis. Now, after making the axis, let's draw some points or labels on them. So, for labeling the axis, you have to make some scale, i.e., the points of difference for which you take different points on x and y axis. Like, let's take the scale of 2, i.e., I am making the labels on x and y like this: 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's just the labeling. You can use your labeling as well. So one can also do the labeling like this. So this point is 1, 2, then 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, and so on. Likewise, we can do the same thing on the left hand side as well in negative values. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and so on. And in the same way, we can do the labeling on y-axis as well. Now, on the negative y-axis, we can do the same thing. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and so on. So you can see now we have the labeling on x-axis and the y-axis. Next, what we have to do is to find the points and locate them in our graph. So you can see we have 2 points. The first point is 0, 2, which we found out using the y-intercept, and the second point is -4, 0, which we found out using x-intercept. So our first task is to find out these 2 points in a graph. So you can see the first point x is 0 and y is 2. So here you can see that this point which I am crossing is the point where x is 0 and y is 2. Okay, now the second point. The second point is -4, 0. So you can see that this point here, so x is negative. So we see it on the negative side, -1, -2, -3, minus. Okay, and y is 0. So this line, on the x-axis, we know the y is always 0. So this point is our second point. And always remember that when you use the intercept method to draw a graph of a straight line, you always found out 2 points, one on the y-axis and one on the x-axis. That's why they are called x and y intercepts point. Now, when you join them, so you can see, you can find a straight line. So this line is a graph of our equation, which is 4y minus 2x equals 8. I hope you understand now how to make a graph of a straight line. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe our channel Mathegination to learn mathematics in an easy and fun way. If you have any question regarding this topic, please write us on the comment section. Thank you.